In a small tin house by a river, housewife Lotta Begum is sitting at a sewing machine, cutting clothes. 4 girls and a boy are sitting next to her, doing cantha work. Some are embroidering the edges of the clothes, others are putting on buttons. Just then, a rich girl from the city walks in and says, "Auntie, I need to make a dance dress. But the budget is low. Here is 4,500 taka. You have to do this dress, the veil and the finishing. The cloth is very expensive. Make it carefully." Then Lotta's eldest daughter Maya stays quiet. But her younger daughter Rina says, "Why would our mother make such a dazzling dress for such little money?" The rich girl gets angry. "Why are you talking to me? I am talking to your mother." The names of the 4 girls and a boy are Maya, Rina, Shiuli, Nira, and Pallab. Maya says, "We ourselves are poor. Why would you pay such a price for such hard work?" Lotta smiled softly and said, "You shouldn't say that. If we went to a designer in the city, he might have paid a lot of money, but our family wouldn't have been able to survive on that. You keep the cloth, I'll make it." The gal from the city said, "Okay, aunt, pay within 5 days. Take 3,500 taka. I'll pay the remaining 1,000 taka later." Rina whispered, "Mum, why did you agree? The price of all this work is so low." Lotta sighed and said, "Father, how will the family survive if we don't take orders? This money will last us a month. Now let's arrange for the cloth to be cut." The children remained silent. Tonight, Lotta cut the cloth, and the 5 siblings sat down to sew. The needle pricked their hands and they were bloody, but they didn't stop. The finished clothes looked wonderful. Rina said, "Mom, look how beautiful we made them, even at the cost of blood." She would be happy. Suddenly, a storm began. Rainwater fell through the holes in the tin house and onto the expensive cloth, free. They tried to protect the cloth by wrapping it around their bodies, but the colors started to fade. Maya says, if this was an expensive cloth, the color wouldn't have come out. She must have lied. The next day, the rich girl comes and says, "You ruined my cloth. It costs 1 lakh taka. Pay the fine now, or I will hand your mother over to the police." Rina says in a trembling voice, "This is not a cloth worth 1 lakh taka. If it was an expensive cloth, the color wouldn't have come out in the rain." The rich girl calls the police. The police come and take Lotta away. "If you want to free your mother, you have to pay 1 lakh taka and get my clothes made by tomorrow." The 5 siblings are devastated. They think, who will I tell? They go to the house of Karim Kaka, the rich man in the village. Karim Kaka refuses to lend them money. "Your uncle will take over your house. Why should I take it?" Humiliated, they return to the forest path. While walking, they see a magical bird hanging upside down on a tree branch, its wings tied to a rope. Pallab says, "That's a magic bird." They go near and sprinkle water on it. The bird regains consciousness. The bird says, "You can save me if you bring me a cloth made of the 3-colored magic grass of the sky. Any one of them will set me free." Nira says, "We are humans. How can we go to the sky?" The bird teaches a mantra. "Close your eyes, hold hands. Say, open the bridge of light on the way to the sky." They say it together and instantly rise into the sky. They land in a magic field. 3 different grass gardens: blue grass, golden grass, silver grass. The grasses start talking. "If you take our cloth, you will get wealth, you will get kingdom, there will be no suffering." But Maya says, "Mother taught us that greed destroys people. We will save the bird." Everyone agrees. They take the blue grass cloth, recite the mantra, and return to the bird. As soon as the cloth is wrapped around the bird is free. Just then, a black witch appears from the darkness, and with a terrifying smile, imprisons the 5 siblings in a cage. The bird angrily says, "They have given up greed, you dare to imprison them." The bird awakens its power, dresses the 5 siblings in magic clothes. They float into the sky and surround the witch. A storm of fire and light continues to blow. The witch fights for a long time and finally loses and turns to ashes. The bird says, "You saved my life. These 5 magic clothes are for you. Free your mother." They ask for 1 lakh rupees from the clothes. Find the rich girl and free her mother from the police. The rich girl's clothes are soaked in front of the police and the dye is extracted, giving evidence. The police send the rich girl to jail for cheating. Lotta cries and hugs the girls. The bird says, "You are extraordinary. Your mother has taught you great lessons." The bird transforms their house into a palace, and the 5 siblings kept that magic cloth so that they could help the poor and helpless in the future. They lived happily ever after. Friends, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that